Hello friends, welcome to our channel DS Tech Mirror. This is part 9 of our SPFx tutorial series. In this video, I will cover how to work with PnPjs in SPFx. For demo purpose, we will see how to do CRUD operation on SharePoint list using PnPjs. So let's get started. What is PnPjs? PnPjs is a collection of library to consume SharePoint, Graph and Office 365 REST API. It can be used within SharePoint Framework project, Node.js or any JavaScript project. So PnPjs is a collection of library. We can use it in my SPFX project. I can use in a plain JavaScript project or in any Node project. So these are the different projects where I can use PnPjs. To install PnPjs, we have a very simple command, that is npm install at pnp logging, pnp common, pnp odata at pnpsp. So these are the different packages in which PNP library is available. So we will install all the different packages, that is logging, common, odata and sp. Latest published version available is 2.0.5. So this is just a basic introduction about the PnPjs. In depth we will see in the demo how we can work with PnPjs, but I promise you that you will find it relatively very easy to work with PnPjs. In my last two videos we see how we can use REST API in SPFX. So if we compare these two things, like the REST API using SPHTTP client and PnPjs, I personally feel very comfortable working with PnPjs. You will see how we can write the same code which we with less number of line of code. So it is relatively easy to work with PnPjs. In this slide, I will give you just a basic one-line description about the different packages which we will install. So first is the common packages. It will provide just the shared functionality across all PNP libraries. So it is available in my common packages. In my logging, it will give me the operations related to the logging. In my OData, it will provide me OData functionality, all the OData operations which we will do. And in the SP, it gives me an API for working with SharePoint REST API. So this is just a basic detail. So this is how we are going to install the command, and this is just a basic detail about the different packages. So now what I will do, I will directly jump into the Visual Studio Code. This is my Visual Studio Code. This is a Visual Studio Code project. This project I have created using React. So React we will use over here with PnPjs. So what I will do, I will quickly, the basics I have already covered, so I will quickly directly start working with the demo. So as usual, I will first create the solution structure and then I'll start with the actual code. So over here I have the component file. I have the over here I will create my state file. As you all know, all those folks who are regularly following this complete tutorial, so they must be aware about all these things. If you are new to this channel or if you are new to this tutorial, I will request you to follow my earlier videos to get a very good understanding. So over here I will create my state file, that is pnp demo state.ts. So this is my state file. In this I will copy the code from here and I'll paste it and I will change it directly. So over here I will change the state. This is my state. So this is my state interface. Here I will create all the state properties which I will be required. Why we need state properties and how we will use them, all this I have covered in my earliest videos. So this is my state. Now in the component file, that is my tsx file, I will import my state also, state interface. I will just copy it, I will paste it, and from here I will import it /i state. So this is also done. Next is over here I have to copy it because I will be using it inside my render method. So I pnp state, and after this I'll put a comma. So this is also done. I told you to initialize the state, we will be using constructor. So let me just define the constructor for this class. This is my constructor. It will be a parameterized constructor, so it will be of type properties I have to pass. So it will be of type ipnp demo properties here, and I will call the super. In this video I will go a bit fast because already I have covered the basis. I think till now this is my 9th video. Till now we have covered a solid base of our SPFX, and now I think we can go a little bit fast. So over here I will pass my properties, that is my for the constructor. So this is also done. Here I will initialize my state. Whatever the state I will create over here, I will initialize it using this. So this is also done. Next, what I have to do, I will create a service file over here. From here I was I have to copy just the state, because this is over here I am importing the state. So this is my property. This was my interface belonging to properties. Over here I have already imported it. So now this is fine. Now what I will do, I will directly create a service over here inside the web part. I will create another folder. I will name it as services. Inside this I will create my SP operation service. A new file I will create and I will name it as SPOps.ts file. Inside this I will export the class, export class. I will name it as SP operations. That in this I will write all the SharePoint operations, all the SharePoint related code related to the create, read, delete and update operation I will write in this file, just to segregate my code, just to make my code more tighter. I'm doing it, otherwise I can do the same thing in my component file also. All this I have covered in my last videos. So this is my SP class operations. So this is also done, and now I will import this, and now I will import this class in my component file also. Over here I will go import from dot services slash sp operations slash. So this is done, and from in this I will copy sp operations. I will just copy from my web part file. So now this is also I have imported. So whatever the code I will write over there, it will be available for me. It just in my web part I will initialize it. So what I will do, before that I will declare it and then I will use it. So now I will initialize my service in my constructor. Before that, what I will do, I will declare one variable of type which will be of type my which service class. So let me just do it. Now to use the service in my component file, I have to initialize it, and then I will create an object for it, and then I will use that object to call all my service method in my component file. To do that, first of all I will declare a variable of type my service file. So private, I will name this variable as underscore sp services, and it will be of type my class, that is sp operations. And now in the constructor I will initialize this variable. So what I will do, this dot underscore sp service is equal to new sp operations. So this is simple, this is just the basic. And now I will use this underscore sp service to call all my methods. So now next what we will do, we will move to my render file and we'll start developing the code. This is the blue structure, this is the solution structure which I have created. Now what I will do, I will just create my HTML structure inside my render method, and I will also create my methods in the service file. So let's go and create my render method. In this, first of all I'll just change the basic, like let's welcome to DS Tech Mirror. I will just change the welcome message. I will not change much in this video because all this I have taught you in my earlier video. So over here I will just change the basics, that's it, nothing. And in the subtitle what I will do, this is my demo, and demo purposes like PnPjs. So what I will say, demo SharePoint CRUD operation with React using PnPjs. SharePoint CRUD operations with React. So this is ready, and I don't want this style or description is fine. I don't want this anchor tag, so I will remove this anchor tag. Let me remove this anchor tag, I will remove it. And also I don't need this subscription, this p tag also I don't need. And from here I will create another column, and inside that what I will do, I will create my own method, and inside this I will create all my buttons and all my drop down, etc. All that I will do in this div. So this is my div id, I will call it as parent div. So dv underscore parent div, and inside this, first of all what I will do, I will create a drop down over here. I will populate that drop down with all my list titles present in my site collection in the same way, which I did in using REST API. In this video what I will do, I will use PnPjs. So that's the only difference, the rest all the things will remain the same. So what I will do, let me create a drop down. At the top I have to import Office UI Fabric React. So import from Office UI Fabric React, and in this what I will be needing, I will be using drop down, I will be using button. And these two for sure controls I will be using, so I have imported them. And before that I will install the PnPjs. Before starting writing the code, I will install the PnPjs and for the command I will copy from my PPT. So command is npm install. I will use this command to install the PnPjs. So you can see I just went to the terminal, I typed this command npm install @pnp/logging pnp/common PNP slash O data and PNP slash SP. Okay, what I will do, I will remove this hyphen save and I will simply install it as my dependency file, because in this command I have to paste hyphen dev also, then only it will be installed as dev dependency. So I think after this now my PnPjs will get installed. So it is, you can see it is getting installed, it is in progress. So till then what I will do, I will just create a drop down over here. Let me go to this. Over here I will create a drop down. It will be of Office UI Fabric Control it is. So this is my drop down, and in this I will be using the options, as you all know. So my PnPjs is installed. So guys, I have installed the PnPjs. Now what I will do, I will start with the read operation. So what I will do, I will read my SharePoint. I will read data from my SharePoint using PnPjs, and for that purpose what I will do, I will read all the list titles present in my site collection and I will populate them in the drop down. So this will be my first operation which I will do. For that purpose, what I have done, I am using this drop down, and in the drop down I will populate these options, and options should be of type I drop down. All this I have covered in good detail in my last video about populating the drop down. So you can see over here I need I drop down option, and for that purpose what I will do, over here in my state I will declare list titles. It will be of type I drop down option and it will be of array. So this is done. Now over here what I will do, options is equal to this dot state dot list title. So what I will do now, I will populate, I will get all my list title and I will assign those list title into my state, and over here it will get populated. So this is done. Now what I will do, now I have to call the method over here. Now, okay, it is giving me an error because I have to initialize it. So what I will do, I drop down option, sorry, list title, and I will declare it as blank. So it is list title and it will be blank. So now I have initialized it, and next what I have to do, I have to write a method. I will write this method in my service file. So now I will come to my service file. This is my service file. Over here I will write public method. My method name will be get list title. So this is my method name, and inside this, before using my PnPjs, I have to import it at the. So in this method I will write my PnPjs code. Before that I have to import it at the top. So what I will do, I will go at the top and I will write import. Now over here just note it down how you will import your PnPjs. So what I will do, import from at the rate, you can see PNP, all the packages which we have installed are available for us. So you can see PNP common, PNP logging, PNP data and PNP SP. So all the packages are available for us, and based on my requirement I will use it. So over here first of all I have to interact with the SharePoint. So I will be interacting with the SharePoint REST APIs. For that I will import the SharePoint package, and inside this what I I will import my SP. So what I will do, at the rate PNP slash SP slash presets slash all, and inside this all the packages related to the SharePoint are available, and I will import my SP. So you can see like this. So this is the way you will import it. Import SP from at the rate PNP slash SP slash preset slash all. So now now all the packages related to the SP are available. You can see sp.web, sp. all the packages, configure, site, search, everything is available for me. So this is the way you will import it. And now what I will do, I will get all the titles for my list. So if you have followed my last video, you can compare the amount of effort I will be using in this video, which will be comparatively very less as compared to my last over where we have used REST API. So the effort over here will be less. So let's go forward and read the SharePoint list title. So let me just create the basics for this. This is get list title. What it will return me? It will return me an array of type I drop down option. This is promise. It will be an array of type I drop down option, and it will be an array because I will from this method I will return all the list title in this array, and the same I will assign it to my state, and which is getting assigned to my drop down. So let me go. Now I have to return a promise. Return promise of type same I drop down option, same array, and over here I told you all these things in my last video, so I will directly overuse it. So over here my promise will return me two things, that is resolve and reject, and it will be of type async. So this will be of type async, resolve comma reject, and over here I will write my code. It is giving me an error because over here I missed the new keyword. Return new promise of type I drop down option of type array. So now I will go. So it now I have to import it at the top. So I think it should be available in the QFix. Yes. And now I am not getting an error. So now I will start writing my code using PnPjs. So over here you can see I have imported this sp. So I will write sp dot web dot, you can see all the intelligence over here we are getting. sp dot web dot list dot. Now I need the title. So what I will do, list dot select, I will use the select. Inside select, what I will say, I need the title dot title, and then so now what it will do, it will give me the title for all the list. And you know that after that what we will do, now I will handle this response in my then dot then. In the same way arrow functions I will use. So now over here one advantage is, in case of REST API we were getting response HTTP client response. Over here we are not getting, and then we have to convert that response into JSON, and then only we could use it. Over here we can use the response directly. So what I will get the results of type any. And now over here what I will do, I will just I will get results. So I will be getting all the list titles in an array. So what I will do, I will map it results dot to map is the same way we are iterating to an array. It's like for each only, result dot map, and again I will use the arrow function, and over here I will say I'm getting result, and now I will use this result only. So what I will do, over here I have to declare one variable like public. I'll say not public, I'll say let list titles. It will be of type I drop down option of an array, and it will be a blank array. So what I will do over here now, list titles dot push, because I want to insert all my list title which I am getting into this, and I drop down, it is of type I drop down option. So over there I we have two important properties we have to set. One is the key, that is result. Actually results is my like all the arrays. So what I am getting is result dot title comma, then text is also result dot title. So now this is done. So next I have to just resolve my promise, and you can observe like how easy is to write this code. Now I will resolve my promise, that is resolve, and inside this I will pass list titles, and in case my promise get failed, so over here I will pass the error condition, that is my error of type any, again arrow function, and inside this what we will say like reject, and inside the reject I will pass error occurred. So now this is done. This method will return me all the list title for you. Like this is the first method. I'll just explain you again. All this the structure, all this the basics, why promise, all this I have covered in my last video. Again and again I'm saying, if you have any doubt you can refer my earlier video. So I will over here I have to explain you directly. So you can see I have declared this method get list title. It will return me a promise of type I drop down option. Why it is so? Because over here we are calling this method for this drop down, and this option accepts options of type I drop down option only. So it will return me an array of type I drop down option. Then return new promise. My promise will have two parameters like resolve and reject. Inside this sp dot web dot list, this is giving me all the list dot select, it is giving me title. Once I'll get the title, what I have to do is like results dot map, because it will give me an array. So just for you, what I will do, I will just show you in the log also how we are getting it. So see, so I will show you over there also results. So what it will do to us is, now I'm getting an array. So what I'm doing, I'm just mapping list title, I'm just mapping it results dot map. I'm getting the result, and then from the result I'm pushing all the title in my list title, and then I'm returning my list title. Let me write it down over here. So next what I have to do, I have to call this method from a component file, and that's it. So to call this method from the component file, what I will do, I will call it from the component mount method. So over here I will write public, because it will be called at the last, and public component mount, and from here I will call that method. What I will use, this dot underscore sp service dot get list titles. I I don't have to pass anything. Now this call will give me the all the list titles. So after that I will handle them dot then, and inside this I will get the result. So I'll say like I'll use result and I will assign this result to my state. For that what I will do, this dot set state list titles. List title is my state colon result, and this is done. And now what I will do, I will run my code and I will see like I should be able to get the drop down. Just before that what I will do, I will just write some styling file for my parent div and for my drop down. Guys, over here in the inside my SES file I created this my style, and inside this I have created all the styles for my status bar, button and drop down. These are the same styling which I have used in my earlier videos. Over here I am directly copy paste the code over here. If you need some explanation you can refer my earlier videos. So what I will do, whenever I will create the control I will simply use these classes from here. So what I will do, I'll go to my tsx file and over here to my div I will use styles dot, I'll say style class name, I'll say class name is equal to styles dot. So over here I have to just assign my style. So class name is equal to, inside this bracket curly styles dot, it's my styles. And for the drop down I will have the drop down class. So similar way class name is equal to styles dot my drop down. So this is done. Just I will take you to my css file just to show you what I am doing in my styles, and then we will run gulsar and we will see whether our drop down is getting populated and it will be a read operation inside. So now we will test this web part in my SharePoint Workbench because we are interacting with the SharePoint. So gulsar, and then I will open this in my local workbench, sorry SharePoint Workbench. So you can see my gulp server is ready. Now I will open it in my SharePoint Workbench and it will be like underscore layout slash, this is my SharePoint Workbench. Over here I will add my web part, it is like PNP demo, and over here you can see my drop down is getting populated. So you can see this. So guys, we are able to read data from SharePoint using PnPjs, and you can see how easy it is as compared to the other things like REST API or CSOM or JSON, whatever you have worked with. So it is very easy. It's just like simple sp.web.list.select. And one more advantage we have in PnPjs, that we do not have to remember the complex REST API URL, because over here we are getting this PnPjs. Internally PnPjs convert every command into the REST API on its own. So over here we don't have to remember any REST API also. So this is another advantage. So now in this demo I will not give much emphasis to the UI, so I will quickly cover the operation. So read operation is completed. Now next what I will do, I will go and I will see the create operation. So what I will do, I will go over here and I will create a button, and then I will, first of all what I will do, I will create this create operation. So inside my service file I will go and I will create this method from here called create SharePoint list. So what it will do, it will create an item in the SharePoint list. I will create a method over here, public method name will be create list item. I need the list title, so I will pass it from my component file. Over here I will take it list title, it will be of type string. Again it will return me just a string of type like list created successfully. So I will say it will return me a promise of type string. Now I will go to my method, I'll say I have to return the promise new, return new promise of type string, and again I will have my two methods like async and resolve and my arrow functions. And you will see how now in using PnPjs it is very easy to create the list item also. So it will be of type async resolve comma reject. So sp dot, now over here directly we will write our code sp dot web dot list dot, I have get by title get by id, so I will use get by title, and inside this I will pass my list title. So what I'm doing after that, dot items dot, inside items what I have to do, I want to add an item. So what I will do, list get by title dot items dot, and you can see I have a method called add a new item to the collection. So simple, what I have to add, and inside the add I have to just provide the columns and their values. So I will just assign the title column and which value will be, I'll say, just to get it recognized, I will give PnPjs item. So guys, done. With this just one line we can create a item in my SharePoint list. So you can see it is easy. If you are using REST API, for this case we have to create a body, we have to create the headers. Over here nothing we have to do. sp.web.list get by title.items.add and provide your properties there. Now we have to just handle the then part of this request. So inside then what I will get the result, and then part is also easy in this. Over here we don't need to convert any response into JSON, nothing we have to do. Over here what I will do, I will get the results. It will I will take it as any, it will be of type any, and over here I will just provide my result directly, because nothing I have to do, that is item added successfully. You can say item added successfully. You can see this is very simple. In just few lines of code I can create an item, I can handle everything I can do. It just now if in my message I want to pass the ID also, then I can, from this result I can take this ID, because in the result I will be getting the ID. So it is also very easy. I told you the trick. If you want to actually see this item, okay, then what you can do, you can simply console it and see. Okay, I forgot to show you the result in my from this my read operations. So I will go to the console again. Over here this was the array I was saying. So like this was all the array I was getting, and we use map method to get into one by one for each. So so similar way you can console this also, and you can see. Over here I will not do it. I know how I will get the ID. So I'll say item with ID, and I will get it results dot data dot id, and I will say item with id added successfully. So my then method is complete. It just I have to call it from my component file. In the component file what I will do, I will just go after my drop down, I will create a button. It will be of type office web fabric, as you all know. So button text will be we can give text, say create list item, text equal to, and inside the code I have to give create list item. So the next what I have to do, this is my button. So this is complete. It just I have to call the on click method for this. On click equal to, inside the quote I have to pass this dot underscore sp service dot create list item, and in the create list item I have to pass my parameter. And how to pass the parameter, it just you have to do from here. I will have to pass the parameter for this. What we will do, we will select the list title from the drop down. So from the we have to get the selected value of the drop down to get the list title. For that what I will do, I will go to my drop down, and in the drop down what I will do, on change, I will call a method in that on change, and let's say public method will be get selected list title. Again it will be of my type arrow function, and in this what I will get, I will pass, there will be two parameter, event and the data, and I will call this method from here, this dot get selected list title, and over here I will get the list title. To get the list title I have to declare a property at the top, the same way we did for our service. I will say public, it is not a method, public, and list title will be say selected list title of type string, and over here I will get it, say selected list title is equal to my data dot text. I will get the list title in this way. Now I have the list title, it just I have to pass from my method. So it will be this dot selected list title. Now I'm getting the error. I told you we have to just convert it into an arrow function. So it will be like this. I have covered all this in my earlier videos. In React video, where in the development with React, I have covered all this, how we will do it. So now this is complete. Now I'm able to call my create list item method. So let's I think gulp service is already running. So just let's go and check whether we are able to create the list item. Before checking this web part, just complete this method. Actually we left with the then part. So in the then I was getting my results. I will get the result over here, and I will show it to in my browser. So what I will do over here, what I will do, I will in my state I will declare another property. I will say status, and it will be of type string, and over here I will change over here this dot set state, and status I will change to status dot colon result. So this is done. It just at the top, I think we have to initialize it over here in my constructor. So it is status colon and blank. So now this is done. Now at the bottom, I have to just in a div I have to show this status. So what I will do, simply after this button I will say div, and inside this I will show this results. It's like this dot status, and I will give the class name style dot my status bar. So guys, now we are done. Now gulp service is running, and we will go and check whether we are able to create the list item. And for test purpose I will be using the test list. So gulp service completed. It is giving me a message reload. I will go to my browser. This is my test list. You can see this is blank. I will refresh my browser. I will refresh my list also. This is blank. This is my web part. I'm getting this button create list item. So what I will do, I will select a list from here. I'll say test. I'll click on this button create list item. I'm getting the message item with ID 109 added successfully. I will refresh it and I can say PnPjs item. So guys, we are able to create the list also. So now we have completed the create operation also. Till now we have completed the create and read operation. We are left with the update and the delete operation. So we will do that. So for both these operation I need the item ID. If I want to delete any item, I need the item ID. If I want to update any item, I need the item ID. So to get the item ID, what I will do, I will perform both the operation, the updated operation and the delete operation on the latest item ID, whatever the latest item present in my list. For that, before writing these two methods, I will write this method called get latest item ID. I have written this method in my earlier video also, but this time I will write it using PnPjs. So let's go to my service file and write this method first, that is get latest item ID. So I'll start writing this method public get latest item ID. It will return me an item ID, so it will return me a promise of type number, because in TypeScript in place of integer we have number data type. So it will return me a promise of type number. Inside this I will return a promise, return new promise of type number, and after this the same syntax which we are using for so long now. Again async, resolve and reject. Now inside this what I have to do, I have to just get the latest item ID. So I'll say sp.web.list and list title I will pass it. So I will use over here list title in the parameter, and it will be of type string. So sp.web.list.get by title, list title am I having. So I've got the list title. So I have reached the list. So after this I need the item. So with this I am getting all the items. So now from the items I need only the ID. I'll say select and I'll say I need only the ID. So till now I am getting all the IDs present in my list, but I need only the latest item ID. So what I will do, I will do the order by. Over here I'll say order by I am having, you can see order based on the supplied fields, order by string ascending, default is ascending. So what I will say order by on the basis of the ID, and I will make it false, so that it will do what it will sort my list, like it will sort my list in descending order. Now the latest item is present at the top. First item is my latest item ID, whatever is present in my list. So what I will do now, I need only the first record now, because let's say if there are 5 items in my list, so I have done the order by ID for descending. So fifth item is present at this top. I'll say top. I need only the top. How many items you need from the top? Just one. If you need 5 items, just press 5 and need only one item. So that's it. Now I have to just handle the then part. In the that part, nothing I have to do. I have to just pass this ID, because I've got the latest item ID now. So I'll say result. It will be of type any, and then my arrow function. And inside this, what I will do, I will just resolve result. From the first array I needed result 0.id. If you have any doubt, I have given you this trick. Just put it in your console log, and in the browser you can see how I'm getting the result, and on the basis of that you can format it. So this is done. Okay, first we will go with delete list item. Okay, fine. First we will go with delete, and then we will see update, because already created we have completed. So delete list item. We will pass the list title, and this method will get the list title from the my component file list title dot string, and promise again it will return just a string. So what I will do, I will use this method only. I will just edit in this method only, because now I think you are used to this structure. I don't need to type again and again. I will just change it over here only. So in this I will change delete list item. Delete list item is fine. List title I'm getting promise. Now inside this I will change it. Over here I will change it. Return new promise. Everything is same. Now first of all, what I will do, I will get the latest item ID first. So to get the latest item ID, what I will do, this dot get latest item ID. I'm getting the latest item ID. I will pass the list title to it. So now what I will do inside the, then I will get the latest item ID. So I'll say item ID. I'm getting, and in this arrow function I will use, and item ID will be of type number. So now I have the latest item ID. Also I have to just delete the item, and deleting the item again is very simple. sp dot web dot list dot get by title. Get by title is list title dot items dot, now I don't need all the item, dot get by ID. Now I will pass my item ID over here, that is my item ID, and dot I have the delete method. Guys, that's it. You can see it is very easy as compared to the REST API. In REST API we have to do so many steps. We have to pass the header, we have to create the body, we have to remember the REST API URL, we have to form that URL. Nothing over here we have to do. It is very simple. So I will recommend you to start using. If you are not using this PnPjs, I will recommend you to start using this PnPjs. You will find it very easy to use, and you will love it. So now delete is item got deleted. I have to just pass the message dot then, and in this I will just pass this message. I'll say resolve, I'll say item with ID deleted successfully. Now from where I'll get the item ID, because I've already have item ID. Done. That's it. So now my delete is done. So what I will do in my update is also very similar. So I will write both the method, and then same the call is also the same, and then finally we will see the demo. So what I will do, I will just copy this method only, and I will change the update also, because update is also very similar. So what I will do, I will call it over here. So I'll say update list item, and then same way we will call them. So this is update list item. List title I'm getting, fine. Promise is there. It will again return a string message, that is your item got updated. In this also I am performing the operation on the latest item ID. Over here I will change dot. Over here we will change what we have dot. We will see we have update. In this I'll say I have to just pass the body dot update. The same way we did it for create. With over here we will do it the same way for this also. I have to just pass the body over here, and I'll say title and just updated PnPjs item. So guys, I am done. So you can see it is very damn easy to work with PnPjs, because the same code you saw in my last video, how complex it not that complex, but as compared to PnPjs it is complex to write that code. You have to remember the REST API URL, you have to get it from the internet, then you have to format it, you have to pass the body, header, service. Over here it is nothing you have to do. You are getting the intelligence for each and every line. Nothing you have to do it. Just for the update item and create item, you have to pass the body. For delete and read, nothing. Inbuilt methods are there. Otherwise in the header only you have to pass this method, x http method, e tag. Nothing you have to do it over here. This is very simple. Now I will go to my tsx file, and I will call these two methods. That's it. So this is my button. I will copy the button only directly. I will just change the methods in this. So first will be, I'll call my method. I'll say update list item. I will pass this result title, and rest everything will remain the same, because I have to because I have to update the status bar. Again I will call another button, and in this I will say delete list item and nothing else. So guys, I'm done. So what I will do, I will just Gulp server is running, and I will check in my browser. If there is any issue, we will fix it. Otherwise we are done for this video. Let's wait for the reload message. So message reload is done. Now I will go over here. So over here I have just one item. I will get more buttons over here. Okay. Okay, I have to change the button text. Okay, I forgot to change the button text. I will change them. This is text is create, update and delete. So over here I'm not taking care of the UI because all these things I have covered in my last video. If you need any help, you can refer that. Over here I told you how to format these buttons also in detail. So now my button labels are updated. So what I will do, I will just select it. This is my read operation, test, done, create list item 1110. So what I will do, I will select collect create 3 4 items. So now I'll refresh my list. I have all these items are in my list. So highest item ID is 116. So if I'll click on update list item, that ID should get updated. Update list item with ID 116 deleted successfully. Okay, I have not updated my message. So you can see this is updated PnPjs item. Why it is showing me the wrong message? Because over here in my service file I forgot to, because I have copy pasted the method. You can see over here they have the same message. So I have to just change over here updated. That's it. Updated successfully, nothing else. So again, if I'll go and delete, so item with ID deleted successfully, and you can see that item will get deleted. See. So what I will do, once again I will show you with that the updated message. So let cursor gets completed and then I will show you. This is done. Again we will refresh. Done. I will select the list because I am using the test list. Okay, so I will say update list item with ID 115 updated successfully. You will go refresh and you can see 115 got updated. If I'll say delete list item, it is getting deleted. If I'll say create, it is creating. So my CRUD operation is working fine. So guys, that's it for my today's video. If you like this video, please like and share the video and subscribe to the channel, and do not forget to click the bell icon to get the notification for our upcoming videos. If you have any doubt regarding this video or any of our video in the channel, you can reach out to us to our official email ID, that is contactdstechmirror@gmail.com. You can also reach out to us through our Facebook page, because over here I've created a group. You can join that group. You can follow me on Twitter to get the update from the Office 365 world. Till then, much love. Keep learning. Thank you.